Don't ask me about my time with Kim Kardashian.
What do you mean you don't have a tape? Not everybody's supposed to have a tape. Back to the F machine. Alright, number 1. How do you think growing up in an urban environment influenced your art?
I like to think that being in such a culturally rich city has definitely exposed me to a lot of cool art that has definitely influenced my model making. It's
Alright.
it's pretty good.
Now, how do you think your heritage influenced your art?
Oh man, I never thought about that. Uh, I don't know. I mean, like my mom, she kept like cultural traditions, but it was only like like the main ones like Christmas and shit like that. Like no, like a Catholic, Hispanic Catholic
Yeah.
family would do. I don't know. Maybe like me learning later on about like more of my culture and whatnot definitely helped. You know, made me feel like I was doing something with my life.
I, I mean, I think to an extent we all kind of feel that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm connecting with my ancestors.
I made stuffed cabbage last night, so I connected to like 75% of my ancestors.
Mm, mm. Stuffed cabbage.
Mm, beef, rice, and on top of you top it off with like tomato sauce.
Nice.
And then you let it cook in like a crock pot for like 4 or 5 hours.
Not bad.
Alrighty, number 2. Tell me about your favorite medium.
Um, Probably like digital art is my favorite medium because I mean you can get a lot done with classic what's the fucking word for it traditional art, but there's something about doing it on a computer. It's fantastic. I don't know, more control, less control if you don't know what you're doing. It's pretty good. I am a digital artist by trade, so it spoke to me.
Nice. Alrighty. I mean, do you say that you favor digital art over gunpla?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, digital art is my career. This is my hobby. You gotta separate those two.
I make money off of this. I don't make money off of robots.
Yeah, I'll make money off my Gundams.
Number 3. What tools are crucial to you?
Oh man, definitely like the normal shit, like a good pair of nippers, a hobby knife, uh, glass file, ceramic scraper. Like just for like pure out the box building. Custom stuff is like jeweler's saw, bunch of glues, a bunch of epoxies, scribing shit, like scribing jigs and whatnot. Depends on the build.
Now, what about for your art, your digital, or even like traditional?
Traditionally, I like to pencil and paper because I don't know, there's nothing like it, honestly.
Hmm.
Digitally, I use like Photoshop and Instagram, fucking Illustrator, uh, some 3D model programs like Blender, ZBrush, shit like that.
Interesting.
I'm gonna just start using AI art.
Oh no.
Yeah, fuck it.
Number 4. Where do you find inspiration?
Everywhere, honestly. Like if something's not inspiring you, you shouldn't really be fucking with it. you know, or if you're enjoying something or another, you're being influenced, or it's seeping into your creative juice, and you don't even know it. Like something from like Ridley Scott. Like you'll
Yeah.
watch it and be like, "Oh, this is fucking cool," and then you make something, and you be like, you know what, this kind of looks like that, or this kind of looks like
Mm-hmm.
this, and
Oh
it
yeah,
has nothing to do with like you model making, you know?
subconscious.
Yeah, subconscious influence.
You gotta love it though.
It's pretty good. Like what?
All right, number 5. What does your artwork represent?
My artwork represents doo doo in a toilet.
Shut up.
I don't know. I think like it gives a good basis of who I am. I really like to like customize anything, even if it's a desk. I'll throw like stickers on it, or I'll throw an accessory to have like a cup holder, or
Yeah,
I do enjoy customizing almost everything I own.
I feel
Hats,
that.
all types of shit. Yeah. So it does represent me as a custom type guy.
Now there are 2 parts to this question. That was the first part. Second part, are there themes or messages that your artwork represents?
Um, Maybe in like more digital stuff, since it's actual like a real like photo of something. When you're making say like gunpla, you're trying to represent a powerful robot. And when I'm doing something custom, I'm trying to like tell a story more than it just being an image you see.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about,
No, fun.
but you get what I mean.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of.
How do you think art is important to society?
Wow. Shit, that's a good question. I feel like without art in our world, it'd be a much darker place. As dark as it is now, art gives you something to relate to, something to be, shocked and bewildered by, and it really runs the gambit of what art can say to a person. I feel without it, there wouldn't be a lot of good, happy feels for anyone because everything is art in one form or another.
Might be.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's true. I think without art, there'd be. Well, you have freaking enough depressed people making art, but I think that art is what's keeping the depressed people here.
Yeah. I know what
Number
you
7.
mean.
What motivates you to create?
Shitting on hoes.
You can't talk about pads like that.
When I first started like building stuff, it was more to like do something that was, I would say, productive in a sense that I wasn't just like sitting pressing buttons or like because even though I love digital art, all you're doing is sitting and pressing buttons, So it gave me another outlet, another medium to make stuff, and people were like, "Oh, you can do crazy shit with this." Oh, okay, cool. Let's fucking go. Oh,
Now, here's the part 2 to this question. What burns you out?
Uh, Recently, doing too much. I spent years just making and making and making, and after a while, I was like, I don't want to. I just want to fuck around for a while. Like I was just going too hard, but it was worth it. You know, put in my my steps.
Solid. I mean, especially you've been doing a lot in the past, like, 3 years.
Yeah, or I was. Last year was fuck off.
I feel that.
Yeah,
I still have project from a year and a half I haven't finished.
yeah, straight up.
Got the fucking unicorn in the background.
I think that'll burn you out too, taking on too many projects.
Oh yeah. Number 8. How do you define success as an artist?
Oh wow. To me, being a successful artist is inspiring others. If you can, create that spark of joy in someone else, who has nothing to do with what you made, I feel like that's a successful piece overall.
You see, now that's a good answer because I think most people see success in art as who sells the most and who
Hmm. Who's
has
got the
like
most sponsors and who's getting free shit?
I mean, I like to point out Van Gogh. Dude sold more paintings for other people than he sold for himself.
Hmm. Everybody
And
wants that work. It's like commission artists.
number 10. How do you develop your art skills?
Uh, Practice and practice and practice and practice. That's about it. Just keep doing it. Eventually, you get it right, and then you keep doing it right, or you try to keep, hitting that pinnacle that you were at.
I'm not gonna lie, when I wrote this question, I had Kyle pop into my head. Like, it's not just practice, it's perfect practice.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, practice alone will get you somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, number whatever we left off on.
11.
11. Do you have a network of other artists? And if so, how do they support you?
Um, they give me positive reinforcement. I do have a network of other artists. They give me positive reinforcement, and they inspire me daily. That's all the support I really need, you know, especially from somebody
Now,
else.
now what do you do if they have a criticism?
I take it and I learn from it. A long time ago, when I first started, someone was like, "Oh, your paint's too thick." I was like, "Oh, really? How would you make it thinner?" And I took their advice, and it's gotten better.
Alright, number 12. Do you have tips for other artists looking to connect with the local art scene?
Mm, um, Definitely. I mean, social media has its drawbacks, but one of the better parts of it is the community that is on it. Whether people like you or hate you, you're just gonna have to deal with it, and try to talk to more artists who are into the shit you are into. Because before this, I was on Facebook, and people were real nice, but nobody was really giving me any criticism.
Hmm.
And how can I make this better? And nobody knew. I guess it was just the people that were on there. So
Yeah.
I started branching out other platforms, looking at other people's art. You hit the internet; it's connecting to everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I can picture 5 or even 6 years ago joining on like Instagram and like posting a shitty little sketch that I did
Hmm.
and expecting people to like be into it. I just started like talking to other people.
Yeah. As soon as you start making connections, it's worth it.
Yeah. Catch 22 of social media.
Yeah.
Got, gotta love it and hate it.
Mostly hate it.
Yeah. I don't know. I posted on Reddit on the gunpla Reddit like a week ago, and it's been like the most endearing, chaotic time because gunpla Reddit doesn't know what to do with me. Cause I post like once in a blue moon and then I just vanish,
Worth it.
and it's always like the most chaotic of my paint jobs.
Just enough to get them going.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 13. 2/3 of the way done. Which art trends inspire your work?
I don't know if I follow any trends. I do keep up with like I wouldn't even say like builds offs and like competitions, or I guess a trend. They happen yearly. You got to build something to put in there. So, but I make what I want. I don't follow like a style trend. Event trend, yeah. No style trends.
Hmm. So, like, even with digital, would you say you get the same thing?
Normally, when I made digital art, it was for companies that needed shit.
Mm-hmm.
So in that field, like I was a production artist for a while, and they just needed different like logo type shit for stuff they put on T-shirts or stuff like that. And there, you do follow some trends there, but like personal art, I just make what I want.
Hmm. I think you're the first person who has given me that answer.
I'm not your classic. Oh, they're doing that. I want to make one.
Not your average Julio.
Mhm.
Question 15. Is there a specific environment that's crucial to your work?
I gotta be comfortable, one way or another. Like if every step I'm doing I'm uncomfortable in, I'm not gonna make good stuff. You got to be comfortable in your surroundings to really like flex that muscle.
Mm, I feel that.
Uh, Snap building you could do anywhere, but like creating, you got to be comfortable.
Like I can snap build any part of my house, I don't care. But I'm not painting anywhere but my workbench.
Yeah, I need to get a better workbench or a better paint going so I can paint more.
Um I just need to pick up my workbench, honestly. It's a very much a hot mess. I have like 3D prints scattered everywhere. I got parts everywhere. Paint water, but I gotta change out. It's like 4 days old.
You're gonna wind up drinking it. Watch.
If if I drink out of that, I want you to put me down like a rabid dog
Yeah, you're definitely gonna catch something.
because it's in like those disposable metal bread tins. So like that.
You're just making typhoid over there. Real nice. Real fucking nice.
It's 2023. We need a new variant.
No.
Number 16. Who are your biggest artistic influences?
Like overall in life?
Like in life, in the hobby, it does not
Oh,
matter.
wow. Shit. Okay. And overall, influences.
Yeah.
Shit. That's so much. It's so many directors and fucking artists and I don't know. A lot of the people from OMC really fucking like are inspiring. Really fantastic stuff. Uh, all my friends I feel like are fucking great inspiration. Always making cool shit, trying to teach me stuff. I'm like, nah, it's doo doo, bro. Uh, Man, real powerful influences though, and throughout my life have been like classical painters like Dali, fucking Rembrandt, definitely like a Van Gogh. He's in there. The big names. Fuck, man, that's a good one.
What about video game creators
Oh
and
my god, that's a whole nother one. Like
like
Miyazaki's and fucking Kojima's and actually recently Guillermo del Toro. Like wow,
oh,
I really am like sucking in a lot of his creativity.
I love that man. Have you seen the new Pinocchio yet?
No, I haven't. It's good.
It is gorgeous.
Mm, I saw the behind the scenes of them making the. Oh no, actually, it's at the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. They have all the like little dioramas of the Pinocchio shit from the movie. I want to go see that shit.
He does a stellar job with it.
I gotta go see it.
And I find it very funny that the month after he announced his Pinocchio, Disney announced their Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Like,
The license the license for Pinocchio, since it's like an old fairy tale or something, like ran out. So people are making their own shit.
I just like the timing.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. Like fuck
But,
Netflix.
Del Toro, he's been a very large, like, even for me, since I was 5 when I first saw Hellboy.
These are the influence, like mad directors. Fucking what do you call these people who make movie art? Animators, animation studios, they're all influences.
I think it's interesting to see how we incorporate the stuff without knowing we incorporate it.
Very much so. Most art is stuff that you're reinterpreting.
Like, I had started looking at, I'm probably going to mispronounce this, Ito Kuno? I feel like I'm messing up his name. The Japanese horror artist.
Junji Ito?
Junki Ito.
Yeah, dude.
I've been looking at his stuff. And now I really want to do, like, these disturbing kaiju dioramas.
Fuck yeah.
Number 17. This should go rather shorter one. What do you listen to when working?
I watch Seinfeld on loop. Yeah. Or I'll watch The Office.
I honestly did not expect you to be an Office fan.
Yeah. Office is fantastic. Love it. Love it, Jay. Love it. Have you watched Seinfeld?
I have not watched Seinfeld.
Watch Seinfeld.net, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, watch Seinfeld.net.
The only thing I know from Seinfeld is the no soup for you guys.
Yeah, as everybody knows.
That's the only thing I know.
You gotta watch Seinfeld. Stop fucking around.
Number 18. When people view your art, what do you want them to experience or feel?
Wow. When someone views a scale model that I've made, I want them to be like, wow, did he really make this? Impossible. And when I make regular art, I really want people to be like, that's really nice, or tell me how it makes them feel. If someone's like, oh, this is, creepy, I'm like, ah, good, I made you feel like something's creeping on you. And to evoke any emotion would be fantastic.
I dig that. Alright, number 19, which is something that I think a lot of artists don't know how to deal with. How do you deal with the rejection of your art?
I don't know. How did someone reject art? Like, if they're giving you open criticism, it's because, they want you to do better. That's how I see it anyway. If someone straight rejects your art,
like, since you do graphic design and you do all that, how do you deal with when somebody says, no, I don't want this?
Well, if it's a client, you ask them what could change, what could be better. If it's just someone on the internet, you're like, okay, thank you. Or you call their mother an idiot.
Have you ever been like in a gallery? Have any of your work in a gallery?
I did. I have actually. Yeah.
How do you think you would handle a gallery rejecting your art?
Take it somewhere else. If I'm really trying to get into somewhere, one gallery saying no is not gonna stop me from trying to get it hung up somewhere. If they say no, you just keep it moving. I'm not gonna take it too personal.
I feel like a lot of like especially younger artists take it
Yeah,
personal.
that's a lot of their ego. I learned a long time ago. If they don't like one piece, they might like another. Doesn't bother me
I
much.
feel that. I feel that.
Yeah,
Do you know how many times you get a what the fuck did you just make?
yeah. Oh, my bad. You weren't supposed to see that one.
Remember the one with the polycaps? Well, the
Yeah,
polycap. Oh my
like,
god, people hate that one so much.
yeah. That one, it triggers a phobia. It's real fucked up.
People are gonna love it because once we hit the 2K mark in like the St. Jude's build off, that's gonna be on a list of the hardles that can be torched.
Jesus Christ. We're burning this one first. Understandable.
We're gonna be happy about this one.
Yeah,
All right,
gone.
question 20. What advice do you have for young artists?
Never stop stopping.
So to never, never.
Yeah, I mean, don't ever let anything get in the way of you wanting to make something. Nobody can ever take that away from you.
But like, do you have any like other art tips for younger artists that they might not know compared to like somebody who's seasoned?
Buy the cheap shit because you'll learn with it. Don't worry about how much you spend on tools because they're always worth it. And if you could buy a kit or a tool, get the tool or the
Always.
paint. Yeah.
And that's my last question I have.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Did you have fun?
Oh, I had fun. I love doing these.